Welcome back to another beautiful day in Bangkok. Okay, look, since I didn't get invited, okay, on the show Hot Ones yet, I see that I'm just gonna have to make my own version. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go into my favorite Isan place, J Dang, and I'm about to do my own version of Hot Ones. I'm about to do my own version.
This is crazy.
All right, so instead of doing chicken wings like Hot Ones does, I'm in Thailand, so you know what that means. I have to do papaya salad, Thai spicy salad instead. Check this out. I will go from the least hottest and gradually work my way up to the most spicy one. Woo. All right. Now I have a list of questions that I asked you and you answered. So I have a list of questions that I will answer while I am eating these, and we will work our way to the spiciest one. All right, let's do it. Okay, for the first question, somebody said, I live in Vegas and I'm seriously considering going to Thailand for at least 1 year to be closer to Japan without having to actually move there. My question to you, as someone who lives in Vegas, how hot does it really get in Thailand compared to the hottest days in Vegas? Okay. Oh. The tail's still on that shrimp. Well, it's going pretty good. Not spicy at all. In Thailand, it gets pretty hot. Like, pretty hot. But it's totally different because in Vegas, it's a dry heat. So, in Vegas, it's kind of like you're just in air conditioning, and then when you're not in the sun, like even when you're in the shade, like it's kind of cool. Like the heat in Vegas really isn't anything compared to Thailand. It's moist, humid. It's so hot. Like the second you walk outside, you're instantly sweating. Like the second you walk outside, you're sweating. Another question somebody asked, I think it's important to let viewers see that every day is not a tourist day of shopping and eating at expensive restaurants. Can you talk about your experience and those of friends with healthcare and health expensiveness as part of an extended stay? Okay, so I was in the military, so I'm a veteran. So I have something called a foreign medical program. So they cover everything that they would cover for me in the United States. But I know that insurance is really cheap. Insurance is maybe like 20, 30 bucks a month. And that covers everything from what I've heard. I'm not really too sure. And I've also heard that experience at all the hospitals out here is like grade A, #1. Like you walk in, you're instantly seen, and then you have somebody who is there to take care of you the entire time. So if you walk in there, you get sat, you get seen, you have a nurse, and that nurse attends to you the entire time, and you don't have to wait. It's kind of like an in and out process. And I heard that it's relatively cheap, like a regular checkup, regular examine or whatever you would call it would be maybe like 150 bucks. I don't know. Again, I've usually been pretty healthy my entire life, so I'm not exactly sure on that question, but that's kind of like the only answer I know. All right, moving on to plate number 2. Now this one is supposed to be a little spicier. That last one was nothing. This one is supposed to be a little spicier, so we'll see what it's hitting on. The question I have is, Thailand mainly set up for single people. We are a family of 4 and would like to know what areas have 3-bedroom accommodations. We have 2 teenagers and would like to find an area where other expat and local teenagers hang out. Any info is greatly appreciated. Okay. I'm unsure because I am just one guy. But I know for a fact there are communities, a whole bunch of communities. For example, by the studio in Suwan Line, that whole area is full of expats. Like I always see people out walking their dogs. I always see people out with their kids. So the part of the question I can answer is Thailand set up for singles only? Hell no. There's hella families here all the time, everywhere. You only see what I show because that's just who I am. I'm just alone all the time. But if I was to have a kids and a family, I could do it perfectly fine out here. It would be pretty easy. As far as locations, I'm not really sure, but it's definitely possible. The egg was kind of good. Okay. The spice on this one, I can still handle it. This is easy. Currently serving in the United States Air Force. I believe in your previous videos you mentioned that you served in the Navy. Yes, I did. Are you using your GI Bill out there? And how does the VA-8H rate work with you being in Thailand? Okay, I'm not using my GI Bill. I'm using Chapter 31, Vocational Rehab. And they give me a stipend, so it doesn't matter where I live with this program. It doesn't matter where I live. It's all, the stipend is still the same, and they just pay for the college. But if I was to use my GI Bill, I think it goes, I still have an address in the United States, so it would go by that address. It wouldn't go by my address in Bangkok. Or at least I wouldn't set it up like that. If I was to actually use my GI Bill here, I would for sure make sure that I'm tied to an address in the United States, because the rent in the United States is way more, so you have to get your money. You have to get your money. The military will take everything from you, so you have to make sure you get taken care of. Yeah, this one's easy. All right, moving on to plate number 3 now. Now, just my guess, this is where it's gonna start getting spicy to where I'm kind of scared, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, first question. Somebody said it's about to be high season soon. Are you ready? Yeah. Maybe I don't understand the question, but I'm ready for high season. I think I haven't been here for high season, so we'll see. Okay. Somebody said 1, retiring in Thailand. I don't know if I really ever see myself being retired. I feel like life is a marathon. You have to continuously, forever, just keep going. Now, would the work get easier? Yeah, maybe. I don't really know where I'm gonna be at the end of my life when I decide to retire or whatever it is. I only know right now, and I just take it one day at a time. And are you interested in applying for a Thai citizenship? I mean, not really, just because I'm not Thai, I guess. I would be if it wasn't crazy hard, but as you see from my previous videos, okay, it's a little spicy. As you see from my previous videos, unless there's just like a way for you to just like pay and get it done, I can only imagine the process of getting a Thai citizenship is insane. I can only imagine. There's somebody who's done it though. There's this white guy who's done it, but I don't know about that. Sorry. It's getting a little spicy. Just a little bit. Okay. How fast, what is the cost of high-speed wired internet connection? If I move there, I would need online and work. Okay. The Wi-Fi is amazing. It's really good. My phone service is really fast. It's the difference between, I have AT&T in America, AT&T and AIS here, there's like no difference. The speed is super fast. The Wi-Fi inside my house, I have literally the cheapest package possible. It's 15 bucks a month. I'm sorry, I think it's 9, somewhere between 9 and 15 bucks a month. And it's fast. Like, it's fast in itself. So if you wanted to pay for the more expensive package that, let's just say, is probably like 20 bucks a month, it's gonna be so fast. I don't see a difference between the internet here and the internet in America. Both are extremely fast. Hot. A little spicy. I'm gonna keep it rolling. This is the second to spiciest one. Now that last one is kind of catching up to me. And this one does not look safe. But okay, here we go. Let's keep it rolling. Have you ever traveled on a sleeper train to Laos? I've never been to Laos. Have you been to Thailand's deep south Muslim towns? I don't know what you're talking about. But, and I'm probably gonna sound dumb when I say this, but I have been to Phuket, obviously. And when you leave like the touristy area, does that count? Because I've done that. And I've also been to Koh Chang, but I don't think that's south. So maybe not. So tell me where I should go. I'm down to go to the deep south Muslim towns. Okay, have I ever encountered any ghosts or paranormal activities in Thailand? This is like a common question because I've never experienced any paranormal activity except that one time. Except though, I've never experienced any ghosts or paranormal activity, except that one time that that the swing was just swinging, and I sat there and recorded it, and it didn't slow down. It just kept going like that. Now, a swing can't just swing by itself. It had, if somebody just jumped off of it, it would go like this. But it just kept going like this, and I recorded it. And at that point, everybody was like, "Oh, you seen a ghost? You seen a ghost?" And there was nobody around either. I was the only person. So, have I seen a ghost? Jesus. Have I seen a ghost? Maybe. But I don't really think too deep into it. So, maybe I have, and I just haven't even noticed. Okay, hold on. How do you learn? What am I doing? Sorry, I'm getting hot. Getting real hot. How do you learn some Thai language for everyday life? Travel to a secondary city in Thailand. I'm not sure what that second question is. Travel to a secondary city in Thailand? I don't know what that means. How do you learn some Thai for everyday life? Okay. There's this website called italki. italki.com. And you can go on there, and there's people that you just do a Zoom with like a video chat, and they just basically teach you Thai. I've been working with this one guy for like almost 2 months, and contrary to what you may believe on camera, my Thai actually I feel like is really good. I feel like I'm to the point where I know more Thai than I know Spanish. It's just really hard to hear because Thai people speak so fast, and it's so different that like they blow through words that I know, and I'm just like, oh wait, what? And then also like the pressure of being on the spot. But I feel like for what I know, my Thai is really good, even though it's not what you asked. But yes, italki. Italki is great. I paid like $30 a month, and I have a guy who teaches me Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He's really good. Om, if you're watching, shout out to you. This one looks scary. I can't lie, this one looks crazy scary. Oh my god. What the f? Didn't even try to make this normal. Ugh. Okay. I'm going no water, no nothing right now. Have you ever dated a Thai girl or considering dating one? Do you see any obstacles when dating a Thai girl? Do you ever get bored and lonely in Bangkok? Have I been on dates with Thai women? Yes. Am I considering dating one? No, I'm not really interested in any women. Because, first off, I have a special lady who sits in my heart. I'm not interested in any other women because I feel like right now at this point in my life, it's counterproductive to chase women when I need to be chasing, I don't want to say something bigger because family is the most important thing, but something that I just want to build myself up to be more valuable, point blank. I didn't even think. And do you see any obstacles? Do you see any obstacles when dating a Thai girl? Yes, for me specifically, because I'm black. In Thailand, I swear, I've noticed, I've talked to all my friends, the girls here, like, if you're black, like the girls that know black guys, like, they like black guys. But not everybody does, so it's like a smaller group. And they all, I don't want to say they all date the same guys, but like, it's all within the same. So, it's like, if you know a Thai girl, and you meet a Thai girl, and like, she's like interested in you, chances are she may have talked to another guy that you may know because like black people know each other, I guess, out here. I don't know. Something along those lines. This one's hot as hell. God damn, this one's hot. Okay. Do you ever get bored and lonely in Bangkok? No, I never get bored, never get lonely because I have friends here. Between people at the studio, making videos, basketball. It's just I don't know if you're not here, if you're not in Bangkok, you're not in Thailand. I understand where you're coming from because if you're in America, like just naturally, it's more isolated. But here in Bangkok, like everybody's everywhere all the time. So like you can just walk anywhere and see people and meet people and greet people. Also, I was a single child for 10 years. So I kind of like being alone. Jesus, give me a second. Okay, last question. As a current tourist here, it's tough to avoid tourist areas / pass where only experiences of that. As a local, how do you stay plugged in to what's going on and where to go? You just, like, if you just stay open to going more places, you'll eventually see, like, where tourists go and where they don't go. Like, I'm not saying I know all the touristy areas. I mean, I'm not saying I know all the local areas, but being here with time, you just talk to locals. Like, you just meet people who've been here. And like, people will recommend things. If you ask questions, people will recommend. And, oh my God, my head is hitting hard. Ooh, it's hot. Head mark. Head mark. You just learn where to go. Being here with time. But I don't know if you can tell through my videos, I like specifically talk to locals. Like, I work on my Thai. I try to not avoid, but I just don't really go to the tourist areas because I've been there. So like, unless it's like one of my favorite restaurants, or like, or one of my favorite places to go, I usually don't go. I try not to go to the same place twice. So that's how you learn. That's it. That's all the questions. I'm done with this food. It's so hot. I haven't drank any water. It was just ice in here. And I didn't even eat that much of the food each time. I just took a few bites because it's so much. Oh. Okay. I don't know, that was my first time doing that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna drink water. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be done with that. That last one was so hot.